like the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chippewas offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for receiving yards. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Central Michigan. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. When he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's up to 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Brown will throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Chippewas decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finding open areas. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Pulls it in. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good completion on the out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickups. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. To the air, it's Beck. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Chippewas are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Hand off to Jones. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Beck. Moves away as he feels pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out. Recover by the defense. Hanging off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Gonna run it. It's Lyle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Let's it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that.
He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. defense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Got enough space, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Chips.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Canes headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Hurricanes will snap it on first and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time it's complete. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Just outside the red zone, first and 10 from the 21. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And off to Jones. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Chippewas have this offense rolling. Quarterback will keep it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Defense in press coverage. Try and play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cave! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Brown wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Here we go. Run it up the gut.
They're going back to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go through. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires to the wideout. of mistiming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front, it's the defensive line, owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Rides the back and leaves it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Chippewas can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed in into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Chippewas pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Chippewas need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it inside the 15.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we